Afternoon, YouTubers. I'm having a bit of a gripe about the old electric cars. Um, I was going to buy, well, I was going to PCP a Tesla Model Y Standard. I have got now a Dacia Stepway. Okay, I know it's not a fantastic car, but that cost me 18,000. 18,000 over 4 years, which I would have the Tesla for. I'd have an average of 4 year period. Let's get back to the Dacia. The Dacia cost me 18,000. I If I broke that down into monthly payments, that would cost me on average 375 a month for 4 years. The Tesla would cost me 7,650 down. I have to put that down. This is over 4 years. I would then pay a monthly payment of £324. They are doing a deal at the moment. That's 0% interest as well. They are doing a deal at 5 years for £299. But after 4 years, your warranty's gone, but your battery is still guaranteed for 8 years. But you can only do 10,000 mile. I do on average 7,000 mile a year. That's going to cost me in fuel approximately 600 and let's say £700 in fuel at today's cost. A Tesla for the same mileage is going to cost me round about, it's a bit of a funny thing to weigh up, because you've got I have put down here it's going to cost me about £210, but that is based on home charging. I do roughly 500 mile a month, so that equates to what does that equate to? 6,000 odd mile, but I'll put another 1,000 on top. So I've got that down. I said to like to £210 charging. I had to smile today when I read the news and watched the news. Power outages. How are you going to get on with a power outage? This has got nothing to do with pricing. It's just being practical. If I thought we was going to have a severe storm, say like in Scotland, I would stock up on fuel. You obviously store it in a safe place. You don't bring it in the house. But I would stock up on fuel. I can't stock up on electricity. I can't do that. I could charge it to its full capacity, but if I have an outage for a week or whatever, I don't want to use my car in emergency, anything, I can't, because I won't have enough electricity in that car. And don't forget, in the cold weather, that electricity in the car is depreciating all the time. My car, petrol car, does not depreciate in petrol. It may evaporate a little bit, but it's not going to lose. I mean, I've heard stories of the Tesla Y Standard I was going to purchase, well, PCP, for 4 years. This chap parked it in the car park. He did done a business trip, came back about 4 days after. He'd lost 16% of the battery. I never lose 16% in my petrol car, ever. I know it's not a classic car or anything, but that car cost me 18,000. If I wanted a Tesla on the PCP, I'm looking down at my notes now, it's exactly £23,202. That's what I would be paying out for that 4 years for that car. It's not mine. I have to give it back. I have still got my Dacia It's cost me 18 grand. Okay, I'm going to say it's lost 3 grand a year. So that car, at the end of 4 years, I might get about 6 grand for it. But I've got £6,000 if I sell it. I haven't got nothing if I give the car back. It's just crazy. We all keep banging on about how cheap it is. Oh, it's pennies to run a Tesla, an electric car. I'm not knocking these cars. These cars are not aimed at the likes of the bog standard me, ordinary Joe. They're aimed at business people, because business people can claim a lot back on their tax at the end of the year. When I was a self-employed person, I think you could claim a quarter of the price of the car per year. So after 4 years, you claim for all the car. I couldn't claim for my Dacia like they can. I couldn't claim for my electric car like they can. This is why everybody on YouTube, I think everybody on YouTube is, I'd say, a good 75% people on YouTube are business people. And they're getting lots of referrals. Don't forget, they get a good old kickback from Tesla. And they keep promoting these cars. Obviously, it don't cost them anything. Also, people are bragging now that the car, when they're charging it, is free, because they've had all these referrals coming back. I'm not saying everybody has referrals, but the people on YouTube, they're getting referrals. Also, they're getting paid by YouTube, which I'm not bothered about that. That don't bother me. Good luck to them. But don't keep pushing these cars at the old chaps who just retired, and they ain't an easy thing to get on with. When you go from an ordinary petrol car to a Tesla, all you see is a screen in front of you. Tesla have got to make these really, really simple. They're not simple. There are that many different variations of different things you can do with the car. I ain't going to go into it, because you go on YouTube, you'll find it. But what you can't do, you can't go and just plug your car in anywhere. I'm sorry, I've got that wrong. I can just go up to the petrol station and fill up. Now, my local area where I live, went to the services at Hopwood. Every stall was full and cars were waiting. And this was on the evening. I think the evening price might be a bit different. The petrol station was empty. I just drove in. I didn't top up because it's too expensive. But what I'm trying to say is, if you go out in the summer and everybody's got an electric car, you're going to be queuing for a long time, because the UK hasn't got it. I mean, I go to Cornwall every year, and so a lot of my family do, and there's no chargers. It's very, very poorly done. You look on the map, everything is clustered around London. There's obviously Birmingham. There's a big cluster right in the middle of the UK. When you go up the top, Scotland as well, there's not much there. They're moaning about it as well. All these are facts that I'm telling you. I'm not making anything up. I'm not elongating the truth or stretching things to make it sound good. I'm telling you the truth. Okay, servicing on my car for a year is $235. Insurance for my car a year is $360. the insurance for my car, the Tesla, which I've rung around. I've got on comparethemarket.com. I've got on everything. 610. That's the lowest I can get it. And don't forget, if you have a Tesla, make sure that your insurance company insures glass, because quite a percentage of the car, a Tesla car, is built of glass. And the Model Y standard is they put an headlining in. It's still got a glass roof. You get a pebble, anything drop on that, anything, that's a lot of money. And it's your fault. You have to pay for it. Tesla's not going to pay for it because it doesn't come under the warranty. Well, unless it cracks and you go over bumps, or I don't know. But basically, Tesla are not going to cover that. So make sure you get, if you are going to have one, make sure your glass is covered. I went onto a comparemarket.com, blah, 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 and it says extra glass cover. I know a lot of people do that for the windscreens and everything. And the windscreens are very expensive. But you can insure for that. But make sure it's on your policy, because you'll have a big, big bill if it's not. And what else haven't I covered? Tax, road tax, 195 for mine, 195 for the Tesla. They're on about putting another 3p on. So if I had a Tesla, I would be paying another 220 quid, roughly. 200, I have 7,000 mileage. It's not exactly right, but don't quote me on that. But okay, they're going to take off the 5p. They're going to put the 5p back on, which the government gave us. Nobody ever put it on the bloody pumps, but I could see anyway. Never come down 5p the next day. No, it's the same price. They said, oh, it was absorbed. Yeah, it was absorbed all right in their pocket. There again, don't quote me on that. That's only what people are saying. It's not fair to us. All I want to do is keep hammering the motorist. But as far as this Tesla is concerned, I won't be having one. I will not be having one. And also the Tesla Y standard, they have taken that many things out of it compared to the Tesla Y. Was it premium? Okay, it's a bit more money. But I can't afford that. I'm not going to pay out on a PCP £399. That's a 5-year period. And I would never have one over a 5-year period because of the guarantee. It's only 4 years. So therefore, I ain't going to have one. Full stop. Okay, Mr. Businessman, he can have one. But I'm not. I am not having a Tesla. I know people are panicking about this 2030 or whatever it is. But if I hung on to my car, and I had a car when they was trying to get rid of the petrol, they was saying, oh, you gotta have electric now. But you can still run one, you can still run a petrol, but you can't buy one. My car might be worth a lot more money, because there are people out there like me who ain't going to buy one. They can't afford to buy one. It's getting stupid. It's getting stupid. £42,000 for a car. It's bonkers. Compared to 18 grand. And my car, I'm not trying to sell my car. The only reason I looked at Teslas is because I went in to buy an automatic. Getting a bit old now, 72. I'm getting a bit crotchety. I went to purchase. My car's only 2 years old. I thought, I'm going to take this in. It's got a bit of money in the car. I'm going to take it in, chop it in for an automatic. Nah, couldn't get one. I didn't see one. I didn't really go ahead and ask anybody, but looking online, I couldn't see one. They only do petrol, and my petrol Dacia is the same price as what I bought it 2 years ago. So that ain't bad. It's got electric seats. It's got it's got a blower that melts the ice in the morning. It's a nice car. People knock them. I didn't like the old style, but I do like this one. It's got the roof rack. It's just a nice car. I transport quite a lot of stuff in my, excuse me, my nose is running again. It's this bloody cold weather. I haven't got a tissue. I have. I've got a tissue. Really sorry about this. It's my snozzer. Yes, in a nutshell, I ain't buying one. I keep saying that, don't I? It's not for me at the moment. I know servicing on a Tesla is virtually zilch. Running costs are zilch. It's just this £7,650 I'm putting down. I ain't going to see that again. I know they might try and give me a little bit of a kickback towards another Tesla, but it ain't guaranteed. It's not guaranteed. Years ago it was, not now. On a lot of cars, I know friends who have gone into the garage for a service after 2 years, and they said, "Oh, I can do you a good deal. No deposit. Have this one. We'll do you in red, green or blue or orange or pink. Anything you want." No, that's gone. Because they took such a big hit in a pandemic and other ways, and it's just not viable for them. They have to. They want to keep your business, but you've got to pay for it. You've got to pay for it, not them. They ain't going to pay for it, mate. Because they're investing all their money now into electric cars. Okay, I love the Tesla. And I love electric cars. I think they're fantastic. I love technology. In my videos, I do a lot of 3D printing. I run a steam engine. I just love technology. I really do. And for me, ordinary Joe, he can't afford a Tesla. He can't afford an electric car. And they're on about these, was it BYDs? They're just as dear, and they're charging interest. 1.6%, 2%. Tesla are not charging any interest. I think that's only up till about March 31 this year. I'm not down. I think it's March 31. Well, they say this deal is only up till March. It may change. They don't know. Also, Tesla are going to come down in price, and the electric cars are going to come down in price. I mean, what's it going to be like in 10 years' time when people can't afford these electric cars at the present prices? They ain't going to have anybody on the road. They ain't going to have no tax being paid. No energy taxes. No, nothing. They're not. We're going to have a lot of electricity. Not. We're not going to have a lot of it. We could have big power cuts. What's going to happen? I wish I had a crystal ball, but I'm just looking at it the way I live, where I want to go on holiday. I don't want to be able to scrimp and scrape just because I've got a poxy bloody electric car. I don't want to do that. I mean, I'm a pensioner. They're aiming. I mean, I know Musk is aiming at the elderly because of the. I mean, I got in a Tesla Model 3. I couldn't get in or out of it. it was really hard. I was stooping down. I just didn't like it. So I went over to the Y, and yes, it was a lovely higher doorway, and yeah, I didn't bump my head as I got in. I did like the car. Don't get me wrong, but when I got down to do the old mathematics on it, it wasn't viable. No, it wasn't viable. When you only get so much pension a month, and you only got to weigh out £324, for 4 years. And what happens if I snuff it in them 4 years? My spouse might have to pay the rest off. They say there are three options: you pay it off, you buy it, or you might be able to give it back. Depends on, because you never own a car, it depends on the person who's given you the finance on it. I don't waffle on anymore. I just thought I wanted to get off my chest, because when I'd worked it out this afternoon, I got to be honest, I really did want a Tesla. I really did. And I think I got swept along with all the hype on TV, and I watch a lot of YouTube, and I think I did get swept along with it. And I don't think my wife was too happy about an electric car. And then you've got to get the charging thing in your house, and you've got to get a sparky in, and you've got to do all that. That's £1,000 roughly. You can have the 32 amp socket fitted. Okay, I'm with Octopus, so I could have got me 7p unit. You know, I could have got 7p. And I do know people who have got them and love them, but they're business people, or they've got a bit of cash. I ain't got a bit of cash. It's bonkers. It's just a mental price. And most people are getting swept along with it. Please don't get swept along with it. Listen to this, not this. Can you see down here? Don't listen to that. Listen to this thing up here. Your pennies and pounds all up there, and your bank balance. Don't skin yourself. I'm going to say goodbye now, and I've really waffled on a lot, and I probably haven't covered everything, but I know he ain't buying a Tesla. Bye bye. Love you all. Thanks a lot. Like and subscribe. Helps me out a ton. Please. Bye bye.